we are going to be talking about ley lines and standing stones. And yes, this is biblical information. The Bible does confirm this information, and it's going to give us some very heavy details. At the same time, we're going to connect all of this information back up to Deuteronomy chapter 28, where we were talking about the biblical confirmation of chemtrails and Morgellons. We're going to find out that the same faction responsible for the chemtrail and Morgellons, as it's recorded in the Hebrew Bible, is the same faction that's responsible for the creation of the ley line system of confusion. And once I get towards the end of the video series, you'll see how we connect back to chapter 28. So in a way, this is going to be part 2 to the Morgellons chemtrail video, but not really speak so much about the chemtrails, more about what I said concerning, or it will provide the answer to the question that somebody asked me. They didn't understand when I said that the Lord in chapter 28 was the fallen God who was responsible for causing this plague or this disease. Okay, so in a way, this is going to offer some validity for what I tell you about that is not our Father that is causing this physical judgment upon this world, that it is actually the fallen God of this world, who many would just simply call the devil. So, as we read in Revelation that Apollyon in chapter 9:11, who is the king over the locust, we understand that he is that fallen prince of this world, and that he is the one that is responsible for pretty much all of the chaos and confusion that we see around us right now. Okay, and that what this is going to do is it's going to prove the validity of this and show us more of his work, what he's responsible for, and that hopefully you will begin to see that all of this wrath and vengeance and anger that's recorded within the Bible has nothing to do with our loving, merciful Father. There's actually two deities represented here, and they're pulling a big switcheroo on you, big time. Now, it's definitely a complicated subject. There's no doubt about that. There is no easy way to deliver this to you. The only thing that I can say is that if you are shocked at what you just heard me say, you need to go back and look at the last 540 videos that I've uploaded. And if you've got any questions or you need any more biblical proof or validity of that which I speak, it's already all on video. Okay? So right now, I want to just immediately jump into what we're looking at, and that's going to be chapter 34 of the book of Isaiah. This is going to be line 11. I'm going to read the line. I'll explain what's there. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it. The owl also and the raven shall dwell in it. And he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness. What chapter 34 is titled as is the day of the Lord, Armageddon. So we're talking about the same Lord. Now you have to keep in mind that Lord is not a name. Lord is a title, and there are many lords represented under that title in the Old Testament. Okay? The fallen sons of God themselves are considered lords. And for kind of an example of that, try watching The Lord of the Rings and listen to how they call some of these kings and some of the sons of these kings, my lord, my lord, my lord. All of these high bloodlines, even in popular culture and movie, whenever they portray history in the past, it's always my lord, my lord, my lord. The Lord title is displaying authority, and it carries over into many different types of personalities, both physical and spiritual, as it's recorded in the Hebrew Bible in the Old Testament. Now I know that might be hard to stomach, but when we come back, I'll explain a little further.